Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is IDXOX and I'm here with an exciting new game for the channel. It's going to be my first time ever playing Endless Legend on the channel. Pretty much all of you guys know me from playing Battle Brothers. I also play a lot of Slay the Spire. Maybe you've seen a couple of my videos on Slay the Spire. But this game is another one of my all-time favorite games in addition to Battle Brothers and Slay the Spire. It's a 4X game, so think like Civilization, or if you've ever played Humankind, or maybe Age of Wonders. But what I like about this game, it's similar to Battle Brothers in that you have the strategic layer and then you have the tactical layer. But the strategic layer in this game is a lot more in depth than a game like Battle Brothers. So you have different towns that you can construct, different buildings, all sorts of different military units you can build, different upgrades you can give them. And what I like about this game is there's a lot of depth. Combat has a lot of depth, but it's not very time consuming, the combat. Like, to me, a game like Civilization is great, but the combat leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, it's just not, it's too simplistic. But then on the other side of the spectrum, you have a game like Age of Wonders, which is very, very complicated, and a fight could take 15 minutes. And maybe that's a bit too much. But this game is kind of in between. So that's what I like about it. It's also a beautiful looking game physically. So I have probably 100, 150 hours in this game. But that was with the base game. So I just recently bought all of the DLC a couple months ago, and I haven't played with the DLC yet, so this is going to be new. And so what I wanted to do for my first cast here is just playing on normal. And you can see there's a lot of different factions here. I'm going to stick with the Mezari because that's the one that I know fairly well. And we're just going to play a small map. And every time you play this game, it's all procedurally generated maps. So there's no campaign, which is a little bit disappointing, but typically these games don't come with a campaign. And we're just going to skip the opening video here. Okay, so here's the map. I just click this button. It just shows you what the tiles yield, okay? So this biome does not really look great right now. Looks like we have some gold here. So I'm just looking to see where to build our town, okay? So the main thing I'm looking for is production, which is going to be the red. I think we're probably going to want to go this way. So what I'm going to do is transfer the settler over here. Okay, and when I did that, we encountered a new minor faction, Gorons. So this game has these little, they call them minor factions in these villages, and eventually they will spawn neutral armies that will roam and attack you. Okay. So you want to kill these villages, and then after you do it, you can rebuild them, and you get certain bonuses and buffs for doing that. Now I'm just looking over here at where we want to build our city. See, if I hover over here, it says we'll get 11 food, 6 production, 9 science, and 4 dust. That'll give us 7 production, 7 production. Generally, I'd like to have more than 6 production. That's not a lot of production. Could put it here. 10 food, 7 production, 15 science. That's a tremendous amount of science. Going to move this guy over here. Let's just see if we can see a little bit further. You know, where you put your city is very, very important. Okay, 9 production, but I wouldn't be able to... It would take me an extra turn to get there. What is this right here? Enchanted Forest. You can see if you look at the tile, each kind of tile gives you different yields. So an Enchanted Forest gives you 1 food, 1 production, 1 science. I think what I'm going to do is probably go here. 10 food, 7 production. That's going to have to be good enough. Let's move him up here. That is pretty nice over here. 11 food, 9 production, 14 science. So we would get 1 extra food, 2 extra production. Just take us a turn to get there. There's a lot of different minor factions in the game. These Gorons are actually pretty strong. So I want to fight them. I don't think I can fight them right now. $10 and 7 or 11 and 9. I mean, 2 production doesn't seem like a lot, but as a percentage, that's like an extra, I don't know, 15-20% going from 7 to 9. Okay. So I'm going to end our turn. While we're over here, we might as well see, maybe there's an even better place we can build a town. And if you hover, see it says this Enchanted Forest costs 2 movement to go through. So he's out of action points right now. $12, 9, and 12. $11, 9, and 14. Alright, so I think we're going to build here now. But, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, good. Let's see what's over here. I don't want to wait any more turns. You could see we were losing 19 dust by not having a town, because the town produces dust. So if I right click here and look at my town, the town produces food, production, science, and dust. Dust is like gold, and these are your influence points. So the food grows your population. This is your population. You can pick and tell them, you know, what you want them to do for that turn. Production helps you build stuff faster. Science helps you research technologies faster. Dust just helps you buy certain things out. Like if I go down here and I click this building, this is what we can build right now. We can build a Founders Memorial, a public library, a gold extractor. So I'm going to build a Founders Memorial. You can see it's going to take 7 turns because it costs 60 production, and we're getting 9 production from our city tiles right now. So 60 divided by 9 is 7. But if I move our worker over to production, then we'll get 13. So this top line is what each worker produces by being on by being in that column. So we could move it to 5, but if we leave them on food, you see in 3 turns we will have enough food to get another worker. Whereas if we leave them on production, it'll take 4 turns. So early in the game, I'd rather have more food. This was not an amazing start, by the way. I mean, sometimes you get towns that have like 12, 14, maybe even 15 production. Now, what I'm going to do is, so that this is your research tree. As you research things, you unlock new errors. Okay, kind of like in Civilization, you go to the next tree, then you keep going. And the DLC added these new things yet, so I'm not... Looks like they're calling them legendary deeds. This is kind of like in Civ. Whoever builds the Museum of Aroga first gets a whole bunch of stuff. So these are things that we would want to fulfill if we could. In the beginning of the game, I selected mezari. And so the mezari, they're known for their research. So if you select them, they have the open pit mine and the public library already researched. Okay, so you don't have to research those. So generally when I start the game, I pick this one because food is pretty important. And you can see we have so much science that it's only going to take us 2 turns to research it. Because we have 15 science. And I'm not sure how much science it's costing me. I guess 27.8 it's costing me to research it. Okay, so I think we're done with our turn now. Okay, so now we got a quest. In a region that belongs to your empire, pacify at least 1 village of a minor faction, then assimilate them. And if we do that, it'll give us 15 titanium, which is nice. Plus, it will give us a new quest. So you want to try and fulfill these quests quickly. The tricky thing here is that the village that we have next to us, the Gaurans, they're actually fairly strong. If I click this button, it'll show me my army. And what I want to do is, here we go, click to manage my armies. This is where I can actually upgrade the armies that I have. So I want to try and give these guys armor. See if we can upgrade them. I don't know if we have enough dust to do this yet. 27 dust to retrofit them. We have 31. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, what I'm going to do is walk over here, and this is a temple rune. So there's all different stuff you can find here. Oh, we found 10 wine. That's great. So you can find wine, you can find dust, all different sorts of resources. The way the resources work are you have strategic resources and then luxury resources. Strategic resources you actually use to build better weapons and armor, but you can also activate them to boost your empire. Okay. Luxury resources don't build anything, they just give your empire buffs. Like you see, if I click this right now, I can activate, I'll get plus 30 approval on all my cities, and it'll last for 10 turns. So let's wait a minute to do that. I'm going to click on my city. You can see my approval. Everybody's content, which gives us plus 20 security on city, and everybody's at 60. And here are our production, 12, 9, 15, 13. Now I'm going to activate the wine as a booster. And you see that our empire approval bumped up to 90%. And everybody's fervent right now, which gives us 30% extra food and 30% extra production and 40 security. And you can see how much that buffed us. I mean, that was pretty amazing. So right now, I'll have another worker by next turn. Let's see. Looks like this is the edge of the map here. There's one more area over here. Okay, no, that is the edge of the map. So let's end our turn here. Okay, so cultivation, finish researching, so we need to pick a new research. Let me think for a minute here. You can see we have a lot of gold. Gold is very, very nice. And we also have this. See this glass steel deposit? Glass steel is one of our strategic resources. So if we start mining that quickly, we can make better weapons and armor, which is going to increase our military prowess significantly. So that is definitely high priority. Although I'm going to go mill foundry because that's going to give us 6 more production plus 15% production on the city. That's going to help us build everything faster. So I think now maybe what I'll do is try and fight these Gowron. Next turn we should be able to fight them. Let's just take a peek here. So you can see now we have 2 workers here. And if I put them on production, we can get up our Founders Memorial in 2 turns. So that is tempting. That is tempting. Although if I leave them on food, I'll get another worker faster. I think I'm going to leave them on food right now. Okay, we have 18 dust. Let's see if we can upgrade our Marines and give them something else. 6 life, 4 defense. You can see if you look at the items what they do. This one gives you 6 health. This one gives improved vision and sharp sense. So sharp sense gives you 20% defense against ranged attack. Not really what I'm looking for right now. This gives us 2 initiative and 3 defense. I think let's just try a helmet. Let's see if we have enough money. Okay, we do. It only costs 14, so we'll upgrade them. I'm just trying to make them a little bit tankier because this fight, I really don't want to lose anybody in this fight. So 2 Minotaurs versus our Marines plus our hero, and because we're close to our town, these militia are going to reinforce us. You can see the problem though, these guys, they have a lot of initiative, 36 initiative and 4 speed. So they're going to be right on top of our guys, and I don't want anybody to die, but I might not be able to stop them from attacking us because 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy is going to be able to come in here and attack. So these are our militia. They came in to reinforce. I'm going to just try and get them to block. But you can see they have low initiatives. The problem is by the time they move, these guys are already going to have attacked us. So I'm just going to right click and tell them to attack this guy. Everybody's attacking this guy right now. I'm going to have these Marines move back and then attack this guy. Okay, I guess I can't move. Oh, there it is. Okay. So in this game, if you right-click where you want them to move and then you hold control, you can right-click who you want them to attack. So I'm just trying to get these guys out of the way. I don't want the Marines to die. Okay, that was good that they couldn't get in and attack us. So after you give the commands, the units try to fulfill the commands to the best of their abilities. And it's not perfect. So that round went okay. It didn't go amazing. The problem is these guys are going to come in here and they're all going to probably attack the same person. So I just want to try really hard not to lose anybody right now. Why don't you move here? Let's try that. Okay, that we got lucky there that he retreated there. I'm not sure why he did that. Hopefully we can wipe him out. If you look down here, you can see this is your chance of doing a critical attack, 4%. Let's just have everybody try and attack this guy. So I'm okay with them attacking the militia. That's what I want. Because the militia actually, if they die, they'll come back. So I was saying, this is your chance of getting a critical attack. 0% and does 51 damage. 60% chance of doing a standard attack. I'm not sure why this guy's retreating like this. It's just bizarre. Maybe the AI was glitching out. The AI normally is not that bad. Okay. So we won the fight, and our priority is just to continue to gather resources and scout out the map. So I think I'm going to head this way. And we're going to stay on food for now. Okay, so the mill foundry research is done. I'm going to research this, the alchemist furnace, because that's going to allow us to start getting this glass steel out of the ground, which is pretty important. I'm going to head down here and see what's over here. All right, so I'll leave one guy in production just so we can finally finish this. Okay, so the Founders Memorial is done. And you can see if you look over here now, we have 2 more of everything, pretty much. If we look in our Empire screen, see over here it says Assimilated Minor Faction. These are the Minotaurs that we just defeated. So because we subjugated them now, if we rebuild it, the village, we will get plus 5% life per village that we pacified and rebuilt. Okay. But more importantly, we can fulfill the quest. So this is a priority. But the problem is we need 30 influence points. We're only getting 2 points right now per turn. So I may put somebody on influence. Let's see. I'm going to do seed storage. This is going to give us 10 more food during summer, plus 15% food. Yeah, so let's leave this guy here. And we'll leave him there. Okay, got 30 dust. That's pretty nice because I want to upgrade these guys. Give them some boots. In order to do the upgrades, you have to be on your home turf. I'm also going to take a look at our hero. You can see we can get upgrades for him too. Improve movement. So he already comes with, actually I think this is a female. She already comes with a full line of armor, so nothing really to upgrade for her right now. You can see over here, see this life tree? There's some tiles that are special. They're called anomalies. So look at what phenomenal yields you get here. 7 food, 3 science, 2 production. Plus right next to it is another anomaly. So, you know, maybe this is an interesting place to put another town, because we are going to want to build a settler. It looks like we've explored our full little territory over here. So we have 2 gold deposits and then 1 glass steel deposit. So, you know, just like in real life, certain real estate areas have more assets than others. So, you know, this is an interesting area over here. I think I'd like to take a look. Maybe put another town over here. Could get 8 production, a good amount of science. It's not amazing now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so this is the enemy AI that we just bumped into. Join us, the world and the universe await the flowering of our purpose. Cold War, and they're indifferent to us. Okay. Cold War. During this period, empires can attack each other's armies within non-colonized regions without declaring war on each other. An empire can freely attack enemies in its region. A player's armies can roam freely in the regions of other empires with whom the player is at Cold War. Cold War provides 1 diplomatic point per turn. So the reason that procced is because these guys just ran into us, these preachers. Now, we could try and attack them. But if we do that, it's going to aggravate the other faction. Not that that's a bad thing. Okay, so we got a new quest here. Build 2 extractors exploiting 1 or more of the following luxuries. So we can actually fulfill this by building the 2 gold refineries, extractors. I think I'm going to attack these guys. These guys are pretty weak. Plus, you can see we have our militia reinforcing. So they just retreated. So because they retreated, we can't do anything else. But I still have 2 movement points. So just try and look at more of the map here. You can see now it's going to take 7 turns to get another population here. So at this point, I'll probably move over to production. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to do that. Because we got the wine, this is a pretty strong start, I would say. He's coming over here, which is annoying because I want to kill that army. But I didn't want to have to go back this way. Okay, so let's look at the location of the Delvers. Okay, so we have a location over here. So what happens is when they retreat, they lose HP. I think it's around like maybe, I don't know, 45 or 50% of the HP they lose. These guys have better initiative than us, 26 initiative. So they're going to move first, but 2 speed. So I'm just going to position my guys so that we can definitely get in an attack on the opening turn without them attacking us. And okay, so they casted some kind of a buff on each other, but they're dead. So these guys that we're going up against, they're cultists. They're like a religious faction, and their goal is to try and convert people. So they try to conquer these minor factions and then actually convert them. And by doing that, they can get more resources for the empire. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so seed storage is going to be built in one turn. So one of the things about this game that you have to do every turn, you see we have enough dust that we can buy this out for 47. It would get you down to one turn for 47 dust. So we could do that, or we could just leave 2 guys on there. I think what I'm going to do is buy it out and then put everybody on influence, because I want to assimilate that minor faction. Okay, we don't have any research selected. This might actually be good for us, topography. Let me take a look at our tiles here. See how every tile we have has science on it? That's pretty rare that you have a city that has science on every tile. So if we build this geomic labs here, that would give us 2 additional science on all of those tiles. And then you can also build a center for mineralogy, which gives you 5 science per person, per population that you put on science. I don't normally put population on science, but that's interesting. That's a new building that I've never built before in the DLC. Sewer system is also, this is a one that I like. Let me see how many turns we have left on wine. I don't think it says how many turns. Maybe, could it be 0? I don't think so. I think what I'm going to do is research sewer system, because that'll give us 20 approval, and it'll kind of be a proxy for when we lose the wine. The wine is going to be running out soon. Okay, so siege storage is done now, so you can see that we have a lot more food now. So now we're going to have more population in just 4 turns. And we're pretty close to getting that 30 influence that I was looking for. I think I'm going to head down this way and try and attack these guys. Okay. This is one of the things about this game that is a little bit tricky. You see this white edging here? If I zoom in, you can see it's a lower elevation. So it looked from here like I could just go there, but I actually couldn't. I had to go around. So that was a little bit wasteful. What are we going to build? This is a new DLC building. Super, super powerful. Every person we put on population, food gives us 5 more food. Okay, which is super, super strong. You can see now we can build the glass steel extractor. So that is important. The gold extractor is also important too. Gauron, that would be rebuilding the village. So let me see if we have to do that for the quest. I forget. Pacify at least 1 village, then assimilate them. Okay, so we don't actually have to integrate them. So we don't have to do that right now. What was the other quest we had? Build 2 extractors. I think I'm going to get the glass steel going right now, because that's pretty important. I'll leave everybody on influence right now. That way in 2 turns we'll be there. Okay, so see, now that I attack them, this is what they're saying now. We're still at Cold War, but now they're leery. Okay. So they're starting to make threats now. These guys, there's 4 of them. See, they must have a roaming army somewhere around here that we can't see, like probably over here. And so what's happening now is the roaming army is going to reinforce. So it, you know, what went from a very, very easy fight is now going to be a difficult fight where hopefully we don't lose anybody, but we might. So I need to think carefully about how to take this fight. We have the initiative on these guys. You can see our guys have a range of 3. I think I'm going to move him over here. One, two, three. No, he's not going to be able to attack from there. Let's move him there. Yeah, that looks good because we have this ledge here, which is nice. And we'll just have everybody attack them. I put him on the end because we can kind of tank with this guy. The Marines do a lot of damage, but they can't really tank. So you see, he can't actually attack us because of this ledge. So this actually worked out great. I'm just going to kind of kite back. Who has the initiative here? This guy has the initiative. Let's do this. You move here and attack him. So I'm going to move him here and then attack him. He is going to move here and attack him. And then you can move there and attack him. Ah, he blocked this guy from moving. Okay, no he didn't. You know, it can get a little bit tricky with giving them good orders. That worked out great though. So you see now he's going to be able to attack us soon. So I want to try to continue kiting. So I'm going to move this guy over here and attack him. You move over here and attack him. And you can stay there. I want them to take the bait and come attack this guy. Okay, good. He's dead. 51 damage. Alright. We only took 23, so I think we'll be fine. I'm going to move these guys in because we actually do more damage by being next to them. Because we have this ability, point blank power, gives us 10% attack. Alright, so he's dead, so we should be fine. This guy's going to take more punishment, but he's not going to die. So you can see 100% chance. Okay, we got the critical hit there. So you can see which one you roll if you look at it carefully. I have it set up so it happens kind of quickly. Just because, you know, I don't want to slow the game down. Look at this tile here, 9 science. That is incredible. Alright, good. So the reason that I want to destroy these is because they continue to spawn armies that can be problematic. Plus, if you look at the research, there's this thing right here, Visionary Leader. We're 2 out of 8 right now. Be the first to pacify 8 villages to gain 15% initiative on all our units. So if we can destroy 6 more of them, we can get that. And I'm pretty sure when we get that, they can't get that. Because it's a legendary deed. Yeah. What is this legendary deed? Be the first to gather at least 30 units of one luxury resource. Okay. So we need to get those gold extractors built. And then this is like a wonder in civilization. First one to build this gets a whole bunch of buffs. Let's take a look here. Can take somebody off here because we only need 30 influence. I'm going to put him on production just so we can get this extractor up a little bit quicker. Okay, so we don't need people on influence anymore. Before I forget, let's go ahead and assimilate the minor faction. Okay, so now we're getting plus 5% life for all of our units. Okay, I'm not sure why this didn't end. It might not proc until next turn, maybe. Because we should have just gotten credit for that, but we didn't. Let's go down here. Looks like we got to walk around to get that. Alright, so the extractor's coming up next turn. Just leaving them on food makes sense. Let's do that. Okay, the sewer system is done. You can see that... Okay, so now we just got credit for it, so I guess it takes a turn. We got 15 titanium. It's our first strategic resource, but this is why I really wanted to do it, because now we just got a new quest. Build 2 new strategic resources within your empire. We're not going to be able to do that for a while because that's the only place that we have a strategic resource, and I just built it now, so I don't think we got credit for it. No. That's what I mean. So you don't want to be slow with these quests because they give you a lot of important stuff. If I had done that just one turn later, we would have gotten credit for this, but I don't think we did. Now that we have the titanium, we can either just keep it to make weapons and armor, or we can boost it. If we boost it, you see it says it gives us 20% science on our cities for 10 turns. And because the wine ran out, we're down to content now. So I think what I'd like to build right now is the sewer system. It's going to take 4 turns. Let's do that. See if we can get anything in here. Okay, 30 dust. You can see we're losing 3 dust per turn now because every time we build something, most buildings cost dust. Plus, as your heroes level and stuff. Speaking of which, I wonder if our hero leveled. Yeah. He leveled. I forgot to level him. So let's give him this one right here. +1 movement on all our units. That was pretty big. I'm not sure when he leveled. I missed that. Just getting a little bit extra movement helps you move around the map a lot faster. Now, we are going to have to get up a settler soon to build a new town. Just trying to look and see where it makes sense. There's a lot of production here, but not a lot of food. So that's not amazing. There's no food here, so that's not great. what do we have here in terms of resources? We have, looks like we have a titanium deposit, a gold deposit, just titanium and gold. Okay. Unfortunately, our enemies have already taken this area. I'm not sure what's there. So that's out. So I'm not really that excited about this area. Just not enough food there. So I think what I'm going to do is head this way. This looks better over here. Okay, here's a new minor faction. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 food over here. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 production. So that's decent, good amount of science. Wow, 8 dust here. So this is a good place to build a new town. These are the Gelderis. We shouldn't have a problem. Well, this guy's a little banged up. I'm gonna wait to fight them. We need a new research. I want to do advanced alloys. That's going to give us an opportunity to build better weapons. All right, let's check out the town here. All right, yep, 4 turns. Okay. You can see we got a new population that turn. So because I want to colonize this area, I'd like to see what's in this biome. Sisters of Mercy. Okay, new empire plan will be unlocked in 6 turns. All right, let's take a look at the empire plan. You can see now we have 2 glass steel because we have the extractor. So every turn we're getting, I believe, yeah, we're getting 2 production per turn now. So this is your empire plan. So in 6 turns, I'm only going to have enough influence to probably do 1 of these. So you get either +2 vision on units, +2 science on cities, +2 unit cost reduction on cities, or +3 dust per person on cities. None of these things are very relevant for me right now, because I don't need more science, and I'm not going to be making a whole bunch of military units right now. Vision is always nice, and I'm not going to have population on dust for now. So I'm actually just going to ignore that. This looks like a pretty nice area over here. Look at this 6 production right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 production over here. Within 5 turns, search for a relic at the temple ruins illuminated. Okay, let's show where the location is. So this is an option. You know, you don't have to do these quests, but in 5 turns, it's telling us to go there. Okay, I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not. Let me see how far away it is. Okay, so we can actually get there. Silex. Silex are very easy for us to kill, so I'll probably kill them on the way over. Sisters of Mercy are easy too, but I want to fulfill that quest first. I want to make sure that we can get over there within 5 turns. So you can see the sewer system is going to be built this turn. Could put everybody on something else like food and then buy this out. Not sure if it's worth doing that though. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to save my money. Put one guy on food. Okay, so the sewer system is done. You can see our people now are happy. It's not as good. When we were at 90%, we were fervent. We were getting 30% buffs to food and production, but at least now we're getting 15. So we're kind of back to where we were before, and there's a lot of things we could build right now. We could make a settler. Okay, that's attractive. Gold extractors are attractive because it would get us closer to that quest we have. Where was the quest? If we build 2 gold extractors, we'll get an augmented extractor, which basically gives us one more yield per turn on these resources, which is very nice. Plus, it'll give you a new quest. So that's attractive. We never built the mill foundry. I wanted to build that. Normally I have that by now. This museum, that is, that's the wonder. So 19 turns. I'm not going to do it now. I just wanted to see how many turns it took. How many turns would a settler take? 6 turns? 5 turns? I think we should probably make a settler at this point. And let's continue moving this guy closer here. Okay, we should be able to win this fight without taking any damage. These guys are just super slow, 1 speed, 2 initiative, so we can basically just kite them, which is what I'm gonna do. We're not doing a ton of damage though. We need better weapons. We can move further back. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna have to research better weapons because we're not doing good enough damage at this point. But you know, in this game, I don't think we haven't found their capital yet, but I think that this is an expansion, this territory. I think this is probably where they spawned, and then they expanded here. So that's the thing about this game. When they expand there, you know, you're shut out, and all the resources here they have access to. So it is an arms race where you have to get out there early and identify the high priority biomes and then aggressively go after them. I see a titanium deposit here, so this might be a nice area. You can see we're losing 3 dust a turn. I'm not worried about it right now, but it was good that I didn't use that dust, because if I did, we would have to have some of our population on dust right now, which is not really what we want. All right, there's more silics here, so this is it's an opportunity to get us closer to, where is it? Right here. It says we're ranked 1 out of 2 right now. One of the reasons I like playing as mezari is these units are very, very strong. Marines. So, I mean, I haven't built any units. I'm just relying on the starting units. And, why don't you attack him? You could see just how much I can get done with just the same units that we started with. Okay, that was a critical hit. Okay. So next turn, we can get that. You can see there's a lot of temple ruins around here. Okay, settlers up in 4 turns. I don't see anybody attacking us. Okay, see, here's a roaming army right here. These guys are very strong, so that's a problem. Okay, so we got a break wall, which is it's like a unique shield that we can equip on our hero. So pretty nice. And this runes is giving us a new quest. Produce 40 science in one of your cities for 10 turns. Let me just look at that again. That'll give us 15 influence. Okay, so we're producing 19. How much was it? 10? 40 science. Okay, so we're not going to get that for a while, but I don't really care about that one. I don't want these guys to attack us, but they're pretty close. Could move this way. I think I'm just going to move this way. I don't want to fight them right now. Okay, now we can boost glass steel, which is going to give us 20% dust, which is pretty nice. But maybe we should keep it because we're going to want to build weapons and armors with it as well. Just think about what I want to do right now. I think we'll be okay. I'm going to boost it. So we're -3 right now in dust. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, so that gave us 4 more dust per turn. And advanced alloys finished, so we can build better weapons now. I usually research this, the Empire Mint. This is a new thing here. Boarding vessel. I think this is new. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure that's new. Pillage. It's interesting. So the army will be able to pillage. It's not going to be relevant anytime soon. I think what I'm going to do is unlock the mercenary market next. Okay, so there's more silics over here. So should be another easy win. Grab 30 dust. Very nice. Oh, you idiot. You know, again, I missed this ledge here. That's why he couldn't move to the left. Okay, well, he took unnecessary damage there. How much movement do we have? None. Alright, I think the settler should be just about done here. 2 turns, he'll be up. Okay. Okay, so the Empire plan is done. Actually, we do have enough influence to do something. I think I'm going to do this because it's going to be winter soon. And winter makes it very, very difficult to see. Now I want to start heading back this way because our settler is going to be up soon. And we're going to need to escort them to the location that we're going to build the new town on. Plus we need to prevent the enemy from colonizing this area before we do. Okay, so the settler is up. Click on that. We can click New Army. And let's send him this way. Okay, so you can see they have another one of these preachers here. So I'm going to want to kill those preachers. Ah, man. I was saying, didn't we destroy this? We did. Oh no, the Sisters of Mercy. We didn't destroy that one. I'm going to destroy it now. These guys are not hard for Marines. 26 initiative and 2 speed. So we actually have more initiative than them. Critical miss. Alright, good. He's attacking him. That's why I put this guy here, to try and tank with him. You can move back. Attack him. kill him. Okay, we got him. Okay. So we've now destroyed 5 of those villages. We need to build something here. I want to do the gold extractors so we can finish that quest next. And you can see that we're down to 3 population now. We lost somebody with the settler. But 2 turns for the gold extractor is not bad. Okay, so these guys are moving over here. And these guys, that was the Galdiris. I saw their village over there, but I didn't attack it because we had other things that I wanted to do. So they've spawned a neutral unit now that's roaming the map. Okay, so these guys can move 2. So they're not going to be able to attack us next turn, but we need to continue moving forward. Gold extractor is going to be done, so let's just put everybody on food. Okay, good. So the gold extractor is done. Let's do the other gold extractor now. I'm going to leave... Nah. That's fine. Let's do that. You can see they're coming over to us now, which is nice. Because when we attack them, they're going to retreat. Okay, good. They retreated. Let's continue moving this guy up. Did we get this or not? I don't know if we got that. I think we already got that. Just looking over here right now, there's a lot of potential good areas that we could put a new town down. Okay, so we didn't get that. 40 dust. Very nice. Maybe we could buy out the gold extractor. No, we need 137. Okay, we can buy it out now. I don't think I'm going to, though. I don't think I'm going to. Let's leave 1 on production. The reason I'm not going to is because I'm going to want to buy another hero pretty soon. We're going to need dust to do that. Let's see where this guy went here. He's coming over to the Sisters of Mercy, and he's trying to convert them. It looks like actually he succeeded in converting them. That's what these guys do. They take these neutral factions, and then they convert them. But the good thing about that is we might be able to destroy might be able to destroy the neutral faction again, which maybe it'll give us credit again for that that milestone that we were trying to achieve. What is this guy? Oh, my settler. Settler's reinforcing us. So the combat at this point is not very challenging because, first of all, I'm playing on normal difficulty, but that's part of the reason why I like mezari. These guys are super strong early. The cultist armies are very, very weak. Probably the weakest out of any of the factions that I've played against. So, you see how this is, what does this say here? It has been converted and will be providing its benefits to the Empire. So let's see if we can destroy this now. Next turn we can. Alright, we need to figure out where we're going to build our new town here. 7, 9, 14, 8, 20. See that 20 approval? That's pretty nice. 7, 9. Wow, look at all the science there. 18 science, 10 dust. That's pretty good. Only not a lot of food there, but there's things that we can do to get more food. $14 food, 13 production. That's a lot of production. Seven, 9, 18, 10, 20. 10, 8, 15, 10, 20. I think maybe I'll go here. A little bit more food, a little bit less production. Now that we have this town here, we're going to have to destroy the Galdirus over here. And what are we going to build here? Because we don't have a lot of food, this husbandry center could actually be very nice, but it's going to take a while to build. See, it's 150 production. We don't have a lot of production here, so we'll probably have to build the mill foundry. I'm not going to build the seed storage right now because you can see we have, looks like we have some dye in this biome. It's another luxury resource. I think I'm going to build a mill foundry and maybe we can buy it out if we get closer. Let's look at our other town here. What are we building in the other town? Gold extractor. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the mercenary market's done. I do want to get heroes up. Okay, let's see what they're doing over here. They're going to continue going and trying to convert these villages that we've destroyed. So we're going to have to continue to destroy them. Which actually might be good, because then we can just fulfill that quest even faster. Okay, that was a critical hit. Okay, so they're dead. Let's see how many we've done here. 6 out of 8. I don't know if that gave us credit for it. I should have checked that before. Because we're in our biome now, it would be a prudent time to try and upgrade our armies. So let's try doing that here. I want to see. Here's our quest item. So it's going to cost us 6 titanium to equip that. We have 15 titanium. What I would rather do is equip a better weapon. So the way this game works in terms of titanium versus glass steel, the titanium does more damage, 15 attack on the unit, but this one gives you a lot more initiative, so you're going to act first, which is pretty important for Marines. So I tend to like the glass steel weapons for the Marines. Okay, so if we upgrade it, it's 19 dust and 4 glass steel. Not a problem. So let's give them something else because we have more resources here. Could give them a titanium shield. That would make them a bit more tanky. I think what I want to do first is give our hero a better weapon. Titanium crossbow or glass steel. Let's give her a glass steel crossbow. Okay. Now, I'm not sure that I want to do any more upgrades in that because we have a decent stockpile of dust and I want to get more heroes. See the marketplace here? You can buy different units. These centaurs. I've never actually done this. I'm not sure if you get one of them or 2 of them for 155 dust. You can buy luxury items. Well, not yet. We haven't unlocked this yet, but you see over here you can buy heroes. And over time this increases. It's going to cost us more to buy them. These 2 guys are exclusive for 6 turns. So, you know, it would be nice to get another hero at some point. Let's just see if anybody has anything we want. See, this guy has dust efficiency 1. That's an ability that I value highly. But it's not amazing. See this spying? That's a new ability. I'm not really sure how that works yet. Dust boost 2. Industry efficiency 1 is nice. Honestly, none of these guys are amazing. So I'm not really in a rush to get one of those guys. So we could maybe just spend our dust on upgrading something. What were we doing over here? The gold extractor. Okay, so that takes care of the gold extractor. Let's see, the mill foundry. Yeah, maybe we'll just try and buy out the mill foundry. And I'm not going to... trying to think if I want to upgrade my guys a little bit more. Maybe I should. No, I'm not going to do it. This is actually going to be a difficult fight because there's going to be 4 of them and these guys are fast. So I don't actually know if we can win that fight right now. Sisters of Mercy is ready to be assimilated. So we can assimilate another faction here. The Sisters of Mercy will give us plus 5% health regen. But if we assimilate them, we're going to lose these guys. So I'm not really in a rush to do that. So I think I'm going to stop there for today. Hopefully you found it interesting. The combat gets a lot more interesting as you actually start fighting the enemies. this is the beginning of the game where the neutral factions are not really that hard. But like I said, if you bump up the difficulty, it gets harder. But yeah, hopefully you liked it. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can actually start earning ad revenue from YouTube. Right now I have thousands and thousands of watch hours and I haven't made any money off of it. So that's really my goal, is to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you guys like this, if you want to see more Endless Legend content, leave a comment or like it so that I know that you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everybody.